We are considering the story of Oswald the Sniper here in Fallout 4. If you missed last time around, you missed the intro and me meeting Preston Garvey, and that's about it. We're partway through doing Sturgis's rebuilding sanctuary mini quest kind of thing, so we can get it habitable for the Minutemen. But again, as I said last time around, we are not starting with the Minutemen this time because I have a habit of doing that every time I play this game. In fact, I finished it 3 times with the Minutemen and then kept on building new characters, trying to roleplay into a different faction, then giving up on them when I found myself siding with the Minutemen again. This time round I'm determined not to do it, and by streaming this I'm probably going to deviate away from it, from siding with the Minutemen. But for now, we are trying to make this place livable. Now we've already done a little bit of work. We've made some beds, we've cleared some rubble, we've cleared the collapsed buildings there and there. Quite often I like to build myself a house there if I'm going to be playing as a Minuteman. There's a lot to just rip apart though, and use material-wise. Another thing that we've got is a settlement that needs help from Preston Garvey. We'll get used to hearing that the longer we are around the Minutemen, which is why I kind of want to ditch them a little bit this time around. What we are doing though, however, is we are a rifleman, we are a sniper character, so we need to actually get a decent sniper rifle. This is going to be a little bit fiddly because if you notice, we need gun nut rank 1 for the sharpshooter's grip, marksman stock as well. Recoil compensating stock though, we need to go, well, sharpshooter grip doesn't work for us rather, does it? We could do the standard stock, but it's not particularly great. Marksman stock is better. We'll go with the standard stock for the moment if we can get another adhesive and another copper, which shouldn't be too hard to come by, actually, around here. We may also want a scope, and in particular for the little quest we're going to be doing in a little while, we will want that. Medium scope requires gun nut rank 1, so we'll just go with a short scope. A lot of it will be indoors as well, which is a problem. We also want a suppressor, which requires gun nut rank 2, so we're not going to be getting there just yet, unless we can find one. We've also got the double barrel shotgun, which we can be using in close quarters. It is at least boosted by the rifleman perk, as is the laser musket. So what we're going to do is be able to create that grip. We're going to start breaking more stuff down around this town for the moment. I believe also we need to plant some plants for some food. I thought for sure that copper in it. I forgot to even check what that was. Makeshift battery has lead and acid in it. We didn't really go in this place, so we'll rip apart some of them in here. If you notice as well, it's actually reducing the settlement size ever so slightly every time it deletes something, which is good because that means we can actually make more actually useful things. There is a slight glitch to enable you to build over the actual limit of settlement size. There are a few different glitches that I know about in this game, and I'm actually going to be talking about them for a minute while we're doing something fairly mindless. That my fiancée Lizzie and I, we were discussing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Actually, we were watching a Let's Play of that together with a couple by YouTuber Stephen Plays, who was playing it as a couple with his wife. Actually, that sofa. Yeah, we'll keep that. This can be a nice communal meeting area until I abandon these people. Yeah, so the definition of glitches between major and minor. So, for example, what I'm going to be doing in this playthrough, there's such a thing called loot locking, and there's also the experience, sort of easy experience grind. Now, loot locking is taking advantage of a mechanic within the game, whereby if you find a legendary enemy that spawns on a consistent basis there are a few places where they can spawn, one of which we've already been right next to, I pointed out last time round, was the blue box in the middle of Concord. You can sort of loot lock a legendary enemy from in there. It's a fairly low level enemy, so you're only going to be getting low level stuff out of it. But every time you kill a legendary enemy, you get a legendary item. Legendary items have various different buffs over normal items, not only in the legendary prefix, but they tend to have slightly better stats anyway, regardless of the legendary prefix. And there was a house in the river. Great. Not sure if I get irradiated by walking in this water. I don't particularly want to do it. We just want resources. We can put the pump in, but I'm not sure if I've got enough to generate power yet, actually. Yeah, we can build a small power generator. So we'll put a proper pump in. We can even put a medium one in. I know that's probably using up my copper, but it's worth it in the end. because we can sell water for wow, a powered water pump. That from the DLC. Yeah, it's from the DLC. We can't actually build that one yet. We can, however, build this one. Build for now. If we're going to have Sanctuary here, we may as well get money out of it. Yes, loot locking allows you to change. Loot locking allows you to change the legendary prefix when you find a legendary enemy. You do the process by saving before you encounter the enemy, and then using a combination of the save and the autosave feature to change things. So going back to the raw save, it allows you to actually change what legendary item you're finding, the base item, so whether that be armor or a weapon, so you can get a legendary chest piece. You can't get legendary harnesses, so Marcy Long will never actually be useful. But I could potentially get a legendary pistol from it, say. But if I don't want a legendary pipe pistol, I want a legendary laser pistol, then I go back and load again, etc, 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 etc. The other thing I can do... What? He's calmly sitting there whilst being attacked by bugs. What the fuck is wrong with you, Sturgis? Sturgis, I'm pretty sure he's marked as essential, but...
Feel better already.
But I can change the prefix on it afterwards when I get the correct thing I want. It's not too difficult, it's a bit tedious. I'll show an example of it at some point.
We'll need to get some crops established.
But I'll probably be doing that a fair bit to get the decent things.
I'll start planting right away.
Good deal.
I believe another part of this one, so I've not only got to plant the food, and I actually found some food beforehand. Not only have I got to plant the food, but I've got to make sure that people are actually working the land. I think Marcy's already stuck onto it. I think Mama Murphy might be as well. I think I can even put Sturgis on it. Usually on my playthroughs I have another option for Sturgis, but because I'm not going to be doing that this time around, it doesn't matter. So, gourd, let's put the gourd in. Sometimes they have already sprouted, but alas, it looks like they have a meat free plant. Forgot about that. Okay, well that works out alright. Potatoes. We're up to 60%. Now, we're going to go off and start the first step, I suppose. Because we don't have enough food. This is the quest I was talking about. It's a bit of a trek to get there. I'm going to go across the river. I've kind of spaced on that. So, this episode I'm going to focus on getting this first step started at the very least and getting the food supply done. Yeah, we're going to finish off all the sanctuary stuff eventually. We'll have to build some equipment. There's Preston Garvey. We can actually recruit Preston as a follower. I'm not sure we can do that yet, so we'll have our puppy with us. I didn't mean to try sending him away. That was a mistake. I like how it's just constantly telling me that...
No sign.
Well, what the hell's going on?
Hi. I knew Sturgis would find something to keep you busy.
People are just killing bugs everywhere. Yeah, so... I've lost my train of thought now. That's well done on my part. We'll go back and check if we can make anything on the weapon if we found enough stuff. I think there may be some stuff down at Red Rocket that we can use. At the very least, for the pipe pistol, because I don't want it to stay as a pistol. I want to upgrade this quite a way. It's probably going to stay with us for a fair while, especially if we can find a legendary version of it. In fact, before we go over to the other place, let's go back to Concord. I'll demonstrate fast travel as well. To Museum of Freedom. The Assaultron that's displayed on screen there is one of my least favourite enemies in the game. They absolutely terrify me. And we'll be in close quarters combat with one at some point as part of this playthrough. In fact, we'll find quite a few of them, and I really hope that most of the time I can snipe one-shot them. That one there, broken, still terrifying. Fortunately, they are quite high level enemies still, only really sharp later. Okay, so I was mentioning the loot locking and where we were going for it. This here is a Pulaski Preservation shelter. People believe that these would keep them safe in... How did I get locked in? People thought they would keep them safe in the event of a nuclear explosion. You can find quite a lot of them scattered about Boston where the person inside has very much died. Now, here's the process of loot locking. You make a save. then you go in. And when you enter, it creates an autosave. It's an entry save for the area. So then, this creates two separate save points. The outside save allows you to change what type of item you're going to get. The inside save allows you to change the legendary prefix. Now the rad rage won't always appear, it usually does. Wasn't that a 95% chance? It's not even there, is it? Oh, there it is. Were any of them legendary? I don't think so. Yeah, so if they're legendary, they'll have a legendary item on them somewhere. This is slightly disheartening. I didn't find the fucking legendary. So what we're going to do is, because we didn't find it, we're going to reload that save from the outside. 2 hours 8 minutes there. And I love how these tips give you spoilers. Ignore these loading screens there. Right, so we're going to try this again. I'm not using my pipe pistol at the moment to conserve the ammo from that because we're going to be using that quite a lot on the mission when we've actually upgraded it into a rifle. Hopefully we can upgrade the... The reason why I want to keep on checking these with bats as well is legendary state. Check the legendary states. One of them is still blue. I don't know why that's blue. I've only found 2 so far. Normally there's a third one? There is a third one. And again, it's not legendary. Kill that one out of frustration. Maybe they've removed it in a patch recently. Let's not go and fight that thing yet. That's quite a tough enemy called a Mirelurk. Yeah, not legendary, not legendary. Great. We're having a good start to this. That enemy that we just saw down there is called a Mirelurk. Mirelurks are based on mutated crabs and lobsters. They were in Fallout 3. I've not actually played Fallout 1 or 2. They were also, like, I think they were in New Vegas. I can't really remember. It's been quite a while since I played New Vegas, but they certainly were in the chronology at the point of New Vegas. New Vegas, of course, was a bit different because it was in the middle of a desert, so it's not much water around there. But it was a good game. And a few technical issues when I first started playing it. If we don't get anything decent this time around, I'll can it for now and I'll go off to the place. That's just Rad Roach. That's just Rad Roach. 2 again. Where's the third one? We're not getting any legendaries. Okay, maybe they've removed the legendary Rad Roach from here. That's a shame. There will be other opportunities where you can get easy loot locking. I've even lost where that other one died. I heard a kind of crashing noise just then. May have just been me. We'll probably meet some legendary enemies, just by chance anyway. Where we can get legendary gear off them. Really was hoping to be able to get something actually decent, though, before doing this mission. We'll just have to rely on our own weapon for now. Sadly, you can't turn the 10mm pistol into a rifle. I'd like to be able to do that because you get the nice free couple at the start of the game. I've never actually gone to this one. Usually I go up via that satellite dish over there. Not exactly filled with the friendliest people. It's Yusuf Olivia. Down there's Thicket Excavations. Thicket Excavations is great in my opinion for a short quest line. Kind of didn't want to get that one yet because it's a nice easy one to pick up, and there is actually a companion with a companion perk. the companion perk allows you to gain more experience from finding locations. Now, because we are not a high intelligence character, I want every little bit I can really get from experience. So whenever I turn quests in to faction leaders, I'll sleep beforehand to get the well rested bonus. I'll see if I can get some clothing, which will allow me to have +1 in intelligence, for example. See if I can get +1. Ooh, there's a fight going on up there between blowflies and raiders. And I think the raiders won. Okay. Again, my screen is partially blocked by the mixer banner showing where my AP is, so I start sprinting then, and that's probably not a good call on my part. Now, if you play the game yourself, this is always the... oh, fuck's sake, dog. This is always the first quest you get from Mr. Garvey. Let's do this one. Always wonder if I have to come out this way. Did that dog explode? Keep on thinking I see decent plant life. Wild carrots, you can use them in crafting, particularly if you've got the chemist perk, make better chemicals. Since there's no numbers, oh no, now there are numbers. If you've got numbers, it shows the distance you are away. Place in yards. That doggy's a bit far away. That doggy's a bit far away. Maybe I'll just cut around for the moment. They're not particularly tough enemies, but I don't want to be sniping them with a pistol. What's not even that good a pistol. Right, so we're virtually there. And the reason why it's quite good to do at least this bit before carrying on, you get to 10 Pines Bluff, there are people around that you can talk to, potentially even a trade that you can buy from, but it's a farm. And I don't seem to care that I'm stealing all their potatoes. Which we are then going to go back and plant at Sanctuary to get that quest done. Hi.
Hey there.
What do you want? We don't need any more trouble around here.
Minuteman?
Didn't you ask the Minutemen for help?
You're with the Minutemen? I didn't really think you fellas still existed. We sent word with one of them passing traders, but honestly, I never expected anything to come of it.
If you work with
Most
Minutemen,
people
you get
don't
that a
put
lot.
much stock in the Minutemen these days. After Quincy. Bad business, that.
Minutemen
We're
back.
rebuilding the Minutemen from the ground up. We're the good guys again.
Glad
Except
to
I'm
hear it.
going to ditch them.
No question that things have been worse since the Minutemen
I mean, I'll probably
fell to
keep them
pieces.
along for a
There's
bit.
a raid
You can
again
kind of keep them
that's
in
been
the
giving
middle
us
alive.
trouble for weeks. Stealing
still doing
food
the
and
faction.
supplies, threatening to kill us all if we don't pony up. We know where they're coming from, but we can't go up against a gang like that.
I'll take
Don't worry. I'll take care of those raiders for you.
Thanks, friend. If you folks are for real this time, it'll be a welcome change for the better.
So, we've got to kill the raiders at Corvega Assembly Plant. While we're here, if we do that, these people join the Minutemen, which is great for Preston. We're just going to keep on stealing the potatoes, because, you know, we're kind of generous like that. We'll eat all your food. 0% chance to hit. Oh, I'm a bit rusty on this. In terms of actually shooting a gun. Go dog meat. I've taken radiation damage. I'm pretty sure we already covered that. So, if you take radiation damage, then it takes away from your maximum HP. So, there's a weapon called the Gamma Gun, which basically inflicts radiation damage. It's pretty OP against humans, rubbish against certain creatures that have high radiation resistance, and particularly against ghouls, as the dog just goes running off the cliff there. I saw something moving down there. I found a Deathclaw and a Yaogwai fighting each other down there. If you don't know what a Yaogwai is, we'll find one later on. Don't want to spoil the surprise. If you do know what a Yaogwai is, you can see that was a fun little encounter for me. We've already seen a Deathclaw in the first part. Deathclaw, well, I ruined it because it got stuck in the door frame. So now we're actually going to go... Hang on, there's a windmill. So there's a little settlement over there. I believe that's a gunner outpost. So I'm going to go back to Sanctuary, carry on with that one for a little bit, because we're going to plant these potatoes. Only at 28% happiness. There's an achievement for getting a large settlement up to 100% happiness. Not easy. Really not easy. I've not managed to do that one yet. I've not bothered to do that one, to be fair. It's just giving us a little overview of some of the weapons. With regards to semi-auto and bolt action, it's rifleman / gunslinger perk versus the commando perk. Ignore the talk about synths. We don't want spoils yet. Hey, Sturgis. This is all still really kind of a tutorial at the moment in terms of what we're doing. She is at least, you know, working through... I don't know why there's two options for this, I really don't. Like a lot of these, if I was more organised, then we'd be able to fit a lot more space. It's clear that somebody had tried settling here. The fact that they, you know, gourds and that growing. I doubt they'd be pre-war and survive this long. But Cosworth didn't mention anybody. Now if we put a lot of food in here to grow, then we can harvest it and we can have a lot more food elsewhere as well. If we keep on harvesting it, we can sell if we have an excess. I could have... God. Because we've got all that excess, we may as well have a scout post. I always like having a bell. Always like having a bell. Because then if I need somebody, and quite often I store my companions around here. If I'm having companions. We probably won't have too many this time around, but... Oh yeah, we can have a pillory and we can lock Marcy Long in it. If you don't like her, that is. Or put Mama Murphy in it for her drug taking. Because we're kind. Somebody made a fantastic contraption. I've seen it on YouTube. It was using the pillory and the fireworks and things like that, and all the little rolling ball tracks. What are you doing? All the little rolling ball tracks and that, and it made a fireworks display that shot rotten
This
tomatoes
place is starting to feel like home.
You want my two
Now that we can grow our own food,
Don't want to
I
be
think we
pinned
can really
down
make a
when the
go
raiders
with
come.
this. Trouble
I hate it when they
is,
both talk.
the more we establish ourselves, what we need is to get some defenses set up. Then maybe Preston will
So
be
now
able
we
to
have to
relax
make
a little bit.
defences. I'm on it.
I'm on it.
Ah, thanks.
Now, we can put in a little sort of barricade, I guess. Wonderful. I've never really investigated this place yet. We've used the cooking pit out front. Probably should sleep before making these things so we can get that little bit of extra experience since we're staying in town. It's not a bad idea. Don't really do that. So we'll sleep for 1 hour if we are close enough to a bed. I think I put them in that blue house just over there. If you put in the little defense posts and that, you do actually need to man them with somebody with a weapon. Now I believe they all have weapons, because they've all been on the run. They were a little militia at one point, like the Minutemen. A lot of them died. We will discover more about what happened to them over time. Oh, we also get past 6 o'clock as well in the evening by that resting, so we get the night person perk activate. So we got the well rested perk. Now night person's working. Now I always like to build some defences down at the bottom here, because it makes sense. There's not much space for people to really get into this town, other than by these 2 bridges realistically. They're not going to come up the river. Now it only produces that if it's got somebody on it. I'm just building that at the moment. Turrets. We can build 2 machine gun turrets at the moment. We can probably find some stuff. Level 5. Hey. That one there as well. So we got defense. It's only defending right at the front of the town. But who cares? We're not really putting much out there. I'm not going to be doing heavy recruitment.
Thanks for doing that. We'll all sleep better at night knowing we have some defenses set up. It's been a long road. But yeah.
What next?
What next?
Well, I guess figuring out how to get back to living instead of just surviving. Of course, you know you're
That's such a
welcome
cliche
anytime.
answer.
My door's always open to you. Windows too. Some of the walls actually, come to think of it.
He doesn't actually make any
Guess I
visible
better
improvements
get
as far
back
as I
to
know
it.
to the houses.
Take care now.
We complete that sanctuary quest, which means that we get quite a decent chunk of experience from it. We get experience from building everything as well. So we got halfway to the next level as well. I need to take that level up, and let's consult my st 5. Oh, we're taking the gunlet perk. Excellent. Well, that's good news. So now we can see if we can do some upgrades. Now we're going to go back down to Red Rocket because I believe there's some stuff stored in there. We need copper, I believe. When you get certain perks, you can actually tag what you need. Oh, and currently we can actually make the stock and the marksman stock. We can't do recoil compensating for a while, but we'll make the marksman stock for now. That converts it to a rifle, as you can see. Marksman's pipe rifle. Need more adhesive to make the different magazines. Get the large quick eject mag, that's pretty good actually. So we just need 3 adhesive. Standard sights, well we need some more adhesive to make the scope. Medium scope is actually pretty good, we need some aluminium and some adhesive. So we do want suppressive, it's going to take a while. Gun nut rank 2 we will not be getting until level 13, so we'll definitely have completed this little quest. Standard receiver's not great, light frame receiver's even worse. Heavy frame, it's going to increase our weight a little bit. Kind of want heavy calibrated potentially. Hair trigger's not really that useful. Powerful is pretty good. Fun, great. So powerful, definitely another way to go, but we need a lot of adhesive on that. Let's see what we can do. Shotgun, that's going to be our up close and personal one. We've got the short pipe revolver rifle as well, which only has standard stock on it. It's a lot more powerful. But again, we don't have any sights on it. So if we can put a short scope on both things, that would be pretty nice. We can't yet suppress anything, and I believe that's gun at rank 3. Crikey. Short barrel rather than stub barrel, so at least that. We're quite lucky to have found that, I believe. Now I can set them to my favourites. We'll see if we've got any adhesive down at Red Rocket. See what's in Red Rocket as well. It's only a short walk away. That's where we found the dog. We'll see what we've got there. We can also do some cooking. I forgot about that. So we'll craft some stuff. Roast. Radroach. Couple of radroach. Once we confuse with mutton chops, please do not go out and eat your neighbour's dog. We'll gain a little bit more experience again. Yeah, that guy's corpse is still there. Sounds clothes because we stole his clothes. Because we're nice people. These bastards have followed us all the way out. Now, we're going to turn this into a little bit of a home at some point. We can kind of base ourselves out of here a little bit. We've already got our power armor in here. And because we've got 2 different bases, though, they have different supplies available. So, we're going to put a short scope on this. It's going to be our go-to weapon for the moment. Now, we actually use up some of our adhesive stuff, which restricts us a little bit here. We need some more oil, screws and springs. Probably enough stuff to find around here, though. But we finally got our sight on. We need to upgrade the damage output of it, so we need some more screws. So let's have a look, see what we can find. We can also rename our weapons. If you have any suggestions for the weapon names, by the way, for any of the weapons that we show during this little series, just yell. If it's on the YouTube version, and comment. If it's on the stream, just let me know. I would like names to be suggested. Meanwhile, let's take everything apart. glass, which is good for building scopes. Some more ruined cars. This is actually quite a decent build area, to be honest. Certainly better than some of the ones we'll come across. It's got a moderate array of stuff in that we can break down. Not too much, but a bit. There's a stim pack there. I'm actually going to take some for now. Want that in my inventory. Stim packs do a small percentage over time of health. With certain perks though they do a lot more. Do a lot more healing. Why the... I know this is a garage, but why are there so many tyres in just random places? In fact, we're going to convert this from being a garage into a nice little shack. Is that a dog, or was that something else making that noise? We're going to leave the desk there. Radiator don't work. We could put a bed in here. That's into a nice little base of operations. Playing on survival difficulty, you do need to sleep, and you do need to eat at regular intervals. So we're getting a decent amount of stuff stashed away from these. I'm going to actually leave the magazine rack because that's moderately useful for various purposes. You can store your magazines in it, for example, and skill books, which is quite nice to have available. Right, we're storing a lot. Those are some big ass tyres. Get out of the fucking way, dog. Break the radio down. At the moment we don't need the radio, plus also the MCA copywriting. Let's see if we've got enough stuff. Calibrated improves critical sharp, hardened just improves damage from 15 points to 19. We'll be able to get at least one sneak attack per time. Go hardened receiver. There we go, that's getting a little bit more acceptable. We still need though gun nut rank 2 for the suppressor, which will reduce our range quite significantly. But for the moment, it's what we're going to have to go with. So now we're going to set that to our favourites on weapons, and we're going to go to Corvega. And we'll see about clearing that place out as quick as we can. So we'll favourite that up. And I'm probably going to get... yeah, we'll switchblade versus the security button. 12 versus 8, that's fast. Tire irons 13. I don't think we can upgrade the switchblade yet. It's a bit of a shame. I mean, we probably need strength perks to be able to do that. I'm actually going to keep the 10mm pistol though over there. And if we can silence that at some point, or we do actually get a silence one as part of a quest, and we're going to do some quests with this particular faction that I'm thinking of to get the silence one. Well, that does 11 damage, so more than a knife. Serrated blade, though, with bleeding is fantastic. I'll say that. That does bleed damage as well. We could actually equip that onto... nothing resists bleeding. Having a stealth option for close range might be worthwhile. Because, okay, we're not really going to benefit from most perks in that tree, but let's put that on. Let's craft that. We kind of, to some extent, need something up close and personal for certain situations, especially if we're sneaking. If we're a sniper and we're inside, that's not really going to help as much, is it? So let's roll. Now, I have messed up this quest many times in the past. I'm a bit crap. We'll go from the Museum of Freedom because of a little bit if I walk. There's also another place on the way down where we may wind up in a little bit of a fight early on, and we're not really prepared for it. I would like to have been able to handle it from range. We can't properly do that yet because I want the silencer. I want the suppressor. But we're not going to have it. There's the death claw there. Little chapel. I tried fighting in the chapel because I kind of fell through the roof. Yeah, so let's make our way down. There's a place called Drumlin Diner just on our horizon. And there is an issue at Drumlin Diner. There's a fire. Look how basic this weapon is. Light coming from down there. Sometimes you find traders just parked up by the side of the road. It's quite nice to find a trader sometimes if you have enough caps. Duct tape, wrench. Duct tape, again very good, not quite as good as military grade tape though. Military grade tape is however fairly rare. The reason why military grade tape is so good is because you get military fibres from it, as well as the adhesive. Adhesive is fantastically valuable.
Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison-chilling chem pushers anything. Do you know what that junk has done to my boy?
He bought them fair and square, Trudy. Ain't our fault if he's strung out.
Right.
Whoa, whoa, easy there, Vault Boy. This doesn't involve you.
A little bit of an argument going on here. What's going on?
What's going on here?
That's a simple business dispute, got it? Trudy's sitting on a pile of goods that she owes me. I tried reasoning with her, but it looks like I gotta take what's mine by force. Wanna
Okay.
make some easy money? Help me out.
Mm-hmm.
Trudy?
Who's Trudy?
See that diner right in front of us? Trudy owns the place. She's converted it into a small shop. I sell her chems, she gives me caps and parts I need. And when her son Patrick had his 18th birthday, I might have sold him some jet. Then some more. Then a lot more. Now he's in debt.
You're both
Looks to
wrong.
me like they shouldn't have bought that jet, and you shouldn't have sold it to them.
Yeah, well, hindsight's a bitch. And I'm holding the leash. Now you gonna help us out?
Go on,
or
that turn of
what?
phrase. I'll talk
I'll
to
talk
Trudy.
to her. Maybe we can work this out.
Appreciate it. If things go sideways, we'll back you up.
Right, I hate drug pushers. Even on this character.
Hey there.
I saw you in that poison cellar talking.
Why not?
Why? What's this all about?
Oh, that chem pusher didn't tell you? He got my boy hooked on Jet. Sold him a
Jet
ton of
is
junk
a
on
drug in-game
credit.
which allows you to slow
And
down
now he
time.
expects me to pay him
It's
off.
had different effects in
That
different
bastard
games.
ain't
so-
getting a single damn cap from me.
Look, you owe them money. If you just pay them...
I got a better idea. You take care of Wolfgang.
Uh-huh. All right, Trudy. I'll get rid of him.
Thank you. I'll back you up.
Sure.
Right, let's just shoot. Wow, no damage at all this time. But the crit wipes out his head. And we got some practice in.
Gonna be sick.
Sniper rifle. Is it nice?
Hi.
Hi, Trudy.
I can't wait to see the crows feeding on that scumbag.
But are they crows?
Here, this is for you. Now, if you ever need to trade, my shop's open.
I always find it worthwhile sorting out that.
You got things
Because you get the shop as well.
Yeah, it's gonna take my son
Yeah,
a while
access
to
to a
get off
shop.
the chems, but we'll make it.
Oh, we
We always
nearly
do.
leveled up.
Now, let's get back to business.
Let's
see
have a
what
look
you
at what
have.
she's
A
got.
little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. Right, she has 288 caps, we have 265, which is not a lot. She does have the legendary weapon, a unique weapon in this instance, General Chow's Revenge. If it's named and it's in the shop, it's unique. It does 50% more damage against robots. That could be quite handy, potentially. What else? She has a 10mm pistol. Not that useful. Baseball bats. There's a really, really nice unique baseball bat I absolutely love later on in the game, so I'm not going to bother with that. Some frag grenades, some frag mines. Machete, that's quite nice. Hardened submachine gun. I don't like submachine guns in this game. Pipe bolt action pistol, which could become a nice rifle. It actually has quite high base damage. Submachine gun again. Suppressed pipe bolt action pistol. Temptation to buy that because it has the suppressor. Tactical calibrated pipe pistol. What have I got to sell at the moment? Actually, do I have stuff that boosts my charisma? Yes, I do. I have a +2 to charisma. I can sell my wedding ring, I suppose. We've got a buff on charisma there as well. And we have some drugs we could sell. Got bourbon, we got buff out. Carrot, flowers, deathglow steak, I'm not going to sell that. Hub flower. Medics. Nuka-Cola. Psycho. Radex is always worth keeping, as is Radaway. Radrich meat, silk beans, stimpaks, and thistle. We're just gonna sell the fucking drugs. We got any spare weapons? We'll sell the security baton. And the switchblade. And the tire iron. Because we don't really need them. So, let's go... Inventory. Apparel. Tan suit. Oi, where are you going?
Excuse me.
I can rest easy knowing that Wolfgang is rotten in hell.
Actually, no, I should...
Not today.
I got a store to run here. You gonna buy?
We'll buy off her in a second. I kind of forgot that these guys were out here with stuff that we could pick up and sell. Where did her body go? There. Got some more bottle caps as well. Ooh, a metal right arm. That has different resistances from the leather and raider. Is there anything else we can pilfer out here that we can sell? See, I never normally bother doing something like this early. Because I need the suppressor. Junk is actually more valuable than you realise. So we've got the clean tan
Shop's
suit
open.
on, which
What do you
means
want?
that we can get slightly
Sure.
better prices.
Let's take a look.
It's all worth every...
So, what was it earlier? Something like 195, wasn't it? 174 now. So we go back to our inventory. We've got the pipe revolver pistol. We've got pipe revolver rifle, if I remember right. Pipe bolt action pistol. That's got really good damage, actually. I think I'm tempted to keep that. It's hunting rifle ammo, though. That's the only problem. Short pipe revolver rifle versus the pipe revolver pistol. So we can sell a pipe revolver pistol. That's only 9 caps we're getting back for that, though. Switchblade is only 7. Tire iron is only 9. Security baton is only 5. I don't really like selling the grenades. Apparel, however, we've got greaser jacket and jeans. Not bad, actually. Harness isn't worth much. Leather chest piece we were wearing. We've got a spare leather left leg. Metal right arm is actually less energy resistance, more ballistic resistance. Do we even have a right arm before? And we've got 2 sets of road leathers we can sell. We could sell our jumpsuit, but I quite like it. And let's go through bourbon. Buff out. A couple of carrot flowers. We're finding them all over the place. Keep the corn because we can plant that in settlements. A couple of hot flowers we can sell. Sell the Medex too. Sell the Nuka-Cola and the Psycho. Not the Radix, the Radaway though. Sell the silk beans. Never sell the stim packs. Jesus. Right, okay. Are these worth selling? Not really. Okay. So now we go back to her. And we can get the suppressed pipe bolt action pistol, and we're only losing 34 caps. And we'll make plenty of caps later on. There are methods of making caps quite effectively. You've already seen kind of one of them. We've made the water purifier. It's got fun. Clothes actually boost your endurance, which isn't bad. That adds perception as well as charisma. What the hell is... Why did that do that? Yeah. I think that's a decent little move there. And now we can go back and move the bits that we have just put on onto that weapon. Why can I not fast travel? Oh, because I was highlighting the power armor instead. Because I'm a moron, it turns out. We're level 5 now, nearly level 6. At level 6, my little prepped guide, we're going for Ninja. Not to be confused with that Twitch streamer who was in YouTube Rewind despite not really being a YouTuber. Yeah, everybody's loving that. Okay, let's bounce over here. Ooh, dog found something. What? What have you found? Why couldn't you have found it 5 minutes ago? Alarm clock and a teddy bear. Thank you, dog. So we are going to craft. We should probably sleep before we craft. I'm not sure if we're actually getting any bonuses from it. So we're going to put the standard receiver back on there. Standard sights on. Standard grip on. Because then we're going to go back up to the crest pipe. Did we not just have the hardened receiver? .308. I didn't pay attention to that. Okay. That's stupid on my part. Could have sold that. Okay, I'm an idiot. Well, at least we have a suppressed weapon, though, which we can kind of use. We'll put the hardened receiver back on there. Put the marksman stock back on. Really about that magazine. Sights back on. Great. .308. Get desperate. Standard stock. Be better than nothing, but alas. Screws anymore. At least we can use that if we really need to get desperate. I feel like an absolute moron. Anyway, at least we only lost out 34 caps and a bit of crap as well. So let's get back into our armour. Vault 111 jumpsuit. Then we want the leather chest piece, leather left arm, left leg, right leg, and right arm. There we go, we are armoured up a little bit. And we can fast travel that down to Drumlin Diner. Sell her that. Wow, could have sold that weapon actually before getting changed. I'm losing my mind now. We're going to have to walk down though to Lexington towards the Corvega plant. We've not really accomplished much so far in the last 48 minutes. We're probably not going to do too much more either. To be honest, we'll clear the Corvega plant. Hopefully in this one go. I tend to get a little bit lost in that building just because there's a bit of clutter here and there. I tend to go into it a different way every time I go in. Oh, dog found something. Why would you run round? You stupid asshole. You were leading me quite a long way, little dick. Oh, what's that? Not sure if that's what he was going for. He wasn't staring at it. I was kind of investigating this truck trailer. Sometimes you can find some good stuff in these. Cigarettes, which are like cloth, beds. Okay. Let's build it. Could do with a bigger magazine. Large quick ejector would be really, really nice. Whispering just in case I'll be heard by if anybody's in this house. House really would have been nice before the war, I suppose. Let's look extract some purified water. Doggy's whining. Is this just a bungalow? Yeah, there's a bed in there. Tiny little bedroom. Quite a small house, but quite a nice little one, I suppose. You get a lot of them that look vaguely like that. All across the world. There's some which have seen quite a fair share of damage. That's a master lock. So I'm assuming that in there is something really good. So there's a master lock in there. There's something that's probably quite valuable. There's a glass railway line here as well. My bet for it would probably be something like power armor. Or it may even be a weapon. There are a couple of, well, not quite unique. There's 2 examples of a really, really interesting weapon called the railway rifle. Railway rifle was in Fallout 3 as well. I can't remember how exactly it worked in Fallout 3. It's been a very long time since I played Fallout 3. About 8 years at this point. 7, 8 years. Yeah, probably 7 actually. Think about it. The railway rifle fires railway spikes, and it actually allows you to rip off and pin parts of an enemy when you shoot them. So you can take somebody's head clean off with it and pin their head to a post. The railway rounds aren't that common. It has a fairly slow projectile speed compared to standard weapons, which means that you have to aim in front of people. Leveling up as well grants you that extra health. It refills your health up to the point where you're capped off by radiation. So I said we're going to take a ninja, which I believe is the perception tree. The agility tree. Probably in the agility tree. Ninja, there we go. Trying to say Shadow Warrior, your range sneak attacks do 2.5 times normal damage. So now sneak attacks do a lot more damage. This thing goes up to 3, and then 3.5, and 10 on sneak melee. Which is why we have Knuckles, that even without any strength investment will probably be able to do quite a lot of damage. If you want to play full melee though, I'd be sorely tempted to go with high strength. They die. I thought they died. This is the place we have to clear out. It is the Corvega assembly plant. Corvega was a car manufacturer. Think like Corvette. There's some toothpaste out there. Can't remember what toothpaste affords us. There's a dude higher up as well. They're all over this on the catwalks up there. To make this a bit of a challenge to clear out. Back. Dead dude. There's people below us. Clearing the outside is actually quite annoying in this place. The inside, I have to admit, I've cleared this place out every time I've been through it, and sometimes I've even cleared it out multiple times because of Radiant quests, or just because I want to scavenge stuff. Because people tend to repopulate it after a while. Mostly the named ones. But, stop. Played it out multiple times in certain playthroughs, and I still get lost. I'm exceptional. Still a double tap. Where do we get our next damage upgrade? We get Sniper at level 7. Have a quick look at the perk chart. I know we're still being looked at, but Sniper, improve control, hold your breath longer. Non-effective scoped rifles have a chance of knocking people down when you take rank 2 of it. And then rank 3, you gain better accuracy and VATS, which is not bad. It's like a concentrated fire. Rifleman 2 at level 9, so we'll be dealing more raw damage at that point.
I know you're here. Find you.
Yeah, there are people down below us as well. I kind of want to lose that caution because then we'll get more damage out of our sneak attacks again. Of course, if they come up this bridge, we're pretty well fucked. I don't think they will.
No need to hide. It'll all be over soon.
It's nice of you. Also, notice that we're with the Minutemen, who's supposedly a little militia. Surely they could have spared somebody.
No sign of him now.
No, because I hid. Bless you. Why are they running? Okay, if you get a headshot, that's pretty nice damage early game. So there's the girl down there, the turret, and somebody up on the thing. Okay. We're taking sneak rank 2 at level 10, penetrating focus as well. Concentrated fire is quite a good one as well in the not too distant future. If you're using a lot of bats and you don't believe you can one-shot an enemy. Destroy that bloody thing. Where have the others gone? Okay, there's one over there. Different position. Who we detected by? Right, so that other one has disappeared somewhere. Might have gone inside, I suppose. Now there's the front door over there. We can go in. Let's not do that. Leave by that door. Quite often I go around that way. We've cleared out most people around the front here. I believe there are some ghouls in the town. I've never really gone through the town before. Even with the dozens of hours I've spent on each character on this game. Hundreds of hours I've poured into this game, I've still never really gone through that town. Let's look at what we can gather from these deadsies here. I shot her head clean off. If we get over encumbered we can just drop shit. I'm not sure if dog can carry stuff or not. I know we can equip him with certain things. I won't really be using companions throughout this playthrough. Sometimes. To get the perks. Preston Garvey actually has a pretty good perk. Where if you are outnumbered, you actually have greater damage resistance and greater damage output. Which is really, really nice. Especially if you're playing as a sniper. Way too high. I've really bollocked this up, haven't I? People on the same level as me, apparently. Okay, that was a decent shot with the bats. He's too busy shooting my dog to care about me. I messed that up badly. Didn't take stock of how many people there were. He died, at least. We're still on caution. Didn't take much damage though. Keep on forgetting so
Show your face. Come on. I dare
no. Why don't I show my face so I can do that to you? Fruit, nice. Cigar, also kind of cool. Gonna sell that for modest money. I'll use it for the cloth. It's a shame that you can't sort of smoke some in the game for some kind of like roleplay aspect and some sort of buff. Maybe if it gave you like a charisma buff at cost of health or something like that.
No need to hide. It'll all be over soon.
Where the fuck is he? Is he in the van?
Oh, I know you're here. I'll find you.
Maybe not. Take the medics. By the way, you can cherry and squirrel on a stick. Right, let's get back to rifle. There's probably still a few people up about on the catwalks. We also have to go and loot those corpses. Ooh, we're caution now. Well, they're dead. We're dealing decent damage considering we're still only on a pipe weapon. Right, let's see. We'll do little short bursts. That hidden slash detected slash caution has been really useful around these catwalks. Really slow, but when we can, we'll make little jaunts. 10mm rounds, nice. 5 rounds, that's very nice because now we can use that other rifle we've got. Unfortunately, not the surprise pistol yet. Cast Jet Psycho. I just realised we don't want to sell that other 308 rifle just yet. Some jet that we can sell to that lady. A hard hat. Candles potentially useful. That looks like some cotton yarn. That's not just one glue. I got excited. Some more corpses. Still haven't visited some of them. All cap, shotgun shell. I might not try claiming every single one, just because this is getting fucking tedious. One that we do come across though. I heard gunfire. I heard gunfire. I'm shooting my dog. Because I'm not danger. Caution. Seen me. He just injected himself. He used it. We just taken many of them. Oh, dog, get out! Fucking way. Get around the corner so I can carry on shooting. My aim is going down because I'm holding my breath. We're gonna have to go and loot some corpses to get some of this ammo back. I'm being very wasteful now. Okay, they were an easy victim. Why am I being so wasteful? Dish rack. I never remember that. That's gotta be it though up here. That's more enemies than I remember. It's quite a nice view up here, even if it is the post-apocalypse. You can see a long way out. Comfort grip. Just because it has a comfort grip, will price a decent amount. You can see out over the city of Boston and the mild upgrades that have been made to it since the nuclear war. You can see over there the satellite dishes. really want us to signally failed. Yeah, that's north. So you can see the mountains. Down towards the coast. If you remember, there's the main city over there. Down towards the south over there. The bomb fell to the south of the city. The further you go south, the more dangerous things tend to get. You'll actually also get into significant radiation problems when you reach a certain point down that way. And you do have to go down that way for the main story, regardless of which faction you're affiliated with. And with the faction that we are going to be affiliated with, we're going to be spending a decent amount of time down that way, and it's going to be great, because a YouTuber called Oxhorn did a really good video exploring all of the ruins down that way. It's one of the most interesting video game lore kind of videos I've ever seen. It's not only covering the video game, but it's associating things to real life as well. It's absolutely fantastic. The guy does some great work. So, go check out Oxwald. Right, boiled chest piece. I believe that gives us slight benefits. We can put pockets in them as well to improve our carrying capacity. We'll be upgrading armour later on. I knew there was a reason why I came up here. The repair head. Fusion cores permanently last 10% longer. Now, even if we're not going to be really running with power armour, as I said, we'll have to go down south, and power armour is a nice way of dealing with the radiation. Just try to reduce the radiation take, and considering there are some nasty creatures down there, where the bomb hits, kind of thing, we've got to go down that kind of direction. Stuff will look a bit flatter to some extent, because the whole area's got level wiped by the explosions. Some of these people we killed off when we first arrived, because as you can see right opposite where that roadway is. There we go. Oil can, and magnifying glass is nice. Psycho buff out, we can sell that lady. The globe. I thought for a second that was a microscope. I like microscopes. I used to use them a lot as part of my PhD research. Terminal. It's not hacked. Yeah, it's glass. So now they're not making those noises out from when we walk past the front door again. Dog is good at getting in the way. Dog is irritating beyond belief. So now I think we are just going to go in through the front door. Cleared you out? Yes, yes we have. Just all around this. Even a guy on there. Right. Okay, for just over an hour, may as well try clearing out Corvega. Probably should have crouched going in there. I'm not smart. I'm not prepared. Probably get absolutely ruined. But we get the autosave as we enter. Don't want to go in too much longer, however. Partly because, like the video, I've had real problems with like, videos. One. She stabbed my dog. There are a lot of people in this room. Her head exploded. We've kind of walked into an absolute shit show. This room's not easy for a sniper. Any grenades left, of any variety, any strength. We've got some molotovs. Oh, there's people behind me as well. Nice to learn. Got some crack grenades left as well. You can shoot your own grenades and get them to blow straight away. died. They duck a grenade. A lot of people dying here. And we have a target marker as well. So just... Yeah, we've got a crit strike, and we maybe should take some aid as well while we're here. Right, the Deathclaw steak is really good actually, so I'll take rad roaches.
Sometime, asshole!
Let's reload now, we'll take his advice. I mean, we're only halfway through. I'm not going to clear this place out quite as thoroughly as I normally do, I don't think. Just because of our style. I mean, we're not...
Made a big mistake, rookie.
equipped yet with regards to weapons. You know, with other characters we can have more powerful weapons that we can realistically use at this point. We're not a pistol user really, a sniper. Did you just wait for me to shoot you? Step back. Oh, so there were more of you there. See, I thought one of you just lived.
Playing games with me, huh?
Yes. There's more people than I thought there were. This is not good. It's the girl that we decapitated to start off with. There's bits of a guy in her hand.
No need to hide. I'll be over soon.
A lot of people all dead in one spot. Ooh, tempered radar right arm. Plastic knife, lightweight tempered radar right arm. So even more prefixes. Lightweight leg. Molotov. Ooh, welding goggles. I always like the welding goggles. Increased perception. Glasses.
I know you're here.
I think our dog's in a bad way. Apparently in danger? Oh, from a turret. Don't think it's just pick it up. Turrets can when you're quite squishy, turn you into a very fine taste. Something akin to a tuna sandwich, maybe. Dog has run off into danger again because dog is fucking stupid. Let's be cautious around here. I always like blowing up the turrets, and then you can get some
Come on out.
slightly different ammo resources.
Nice and quick. You can trust me.
Crystal's Terminal. Crystal is the name of the head honcho here. Took down another caravan today. Hell yeah, that means a 3 in 1 month. Stopped it off. Freddy came by with the good news that another caravan is headed our way. So they spotted some guards, but it's mostly civilians. They even got an old broad dressed like a fortune teller and some joke in a cowboy hat. Gonna ask Jared for more men to take this caravan down. That fucking hand is mine. Some people put together reports. I believe it's Jared when you meet him. He is familiar with Mama Murphy. We have the code. There's a lot of nice stuff in here. So some 38 rounds, that's nice. 10mm rounds. Shotgun shells. Some fusion cells as well. Short pipe weapon there. And an explosives box. This is the lock-picking minigame. It's the same as the one in Skyrim, if you're familiar with that one. You can rotate the pin and then turn the screwdriver when you've got the correct spot. Yada yada. That's it. Tips and tricks found that make it slightly easier. It's kind of just watching
Yes.
and feeling the controller vibrate as well. I do like doing it with a controller because you can feel the vibrations in the controller. It makes it that little bit easier to tell with. I think it was just Turns out the lift actually comes down there where we need to go. But kind of want to clear out this bit. You can probably see why I get a little bit lost around this place. I think this is a way outside. Oh no, this room. Okay. I remember this room. Believe we're going to meet a new type of enemy in a minute. Shit, we missed that. The reason why I'm going with the pistol rather than the shotgun is because there's actually more space than I can really compensate for with the spread.
Getting paranoid.
Okay, there's another
Nothing here.
turret in. Actually getting enough shotgun shells now. I'm sure it was just the wind. It's a turret, dickhead. Not a person.
Oh, I know you're here. Find you.
I was kind of hoping they'd run into the spot for that.
Scared, huh?
I'm pretty sure that you can meet another type of enemy there. I can't miss it. So we heard about ghouls before. These are feral ghouls. They just take out their legs, they are melee only foes. They can easily swamp you, they are quite disturbing individuals. They are heavily irradiated individuals who've completely lost their minds. And they still make me jump after years of playing this game. Because I am a child, apparently. Some more red chunks heal basically all the health back up. Now let's start progressing up the stairs rather than down them. I was kind of happy to find them, I found them, and still wasn't really prepared. Because I'm good at this game. There's a person through that wall there. He's heading back to the main entrance, actually. I can remember this from the very first time I played this game. Walked past the car, we got some rats from there. I was unpurified. Actually, we have our silence weapon, don't we? Let's favourite that there for the moment.
Think you can hide?
And we missed.
Grenade!
What the hell was that?
When you turn up, you're dead. This is bullshit.
Thought we would have got somebody there.
Thought you could
So 8 rounds, bayoneted light pipe sniper rifle. Take that for the moment. Some more rifles. With regards to Doctor, did you just take down somebody who I had already killed? Good for you, buddy. Still in danger. Right, so this is the main entrance to the building, this is the downstairs. There's some toilets around here, sometimes I think it's looked. Get out of the way, dog. Sometimes there's like med kits in the toilets. And sometimes there's free war money not given out as well. Right. Always a good idea to avoid the grenades. I like the toy cars in here as well, though. So if you come to the ground floor, this is the way you'd be going. And you come to these stairs down. So we'll find our way up again. Hopefully there's an arrow there. Nobody's in the kitchen. Sad. You know, they could have had a final meal. I shoot them. Now, if you're good with hacking, I think you need a hacking perk. There's a terminal there which allows you to get the automated robot security going. However, that can also turn on you. You can see him over there, the Protectron. If you're any good at stealth, you should be able to make it over to the terminal. Oh, it's a novice lock. Okay. Right, we remember how this was done. We need to look for consistent letters. Stone, CD, 7, shop setup. We go with 7, likeness 2.
There we go.
Protectron controls, activate unit.
Powering up. Protectron on
It's taking me out of
duty.
the stealth mode as well. Protectron's detected us, but it's currently threatening to us. It's going to start fighting the bad guys for us, for the moment. There's one over there. Need to use it. That set on fire. And it killed that guy for us. It can even kill the big boss for us. I just want it to kill turrets, mainly. Turrets are my biggest fear. They're not squishy. And they deal quite a lot of DPS. I believe that's the big boss. Yeah, that's Jared. We shot him in the head twice. I actually triggered the Protectron to go am on us. What's that turret got? We don't want to get some legendary priestess.
Attention. Fugitives should be considered armed and dangerous. Your attempted escape is only making things
Yeah, we've drawn the Iron Protectron.
for you. Warning. Cannot be guaranteed. Please contact and authorize
He was nearly dead.
immediately. Fugitives in attempting to evade capture. Beginning pursuit.
Kick ass. Scared, huh?
Protectron's dead. Jared, though, is dying. I'll take this turret. Turret down. Caution mode. Jared, though, is on less than half health.
When you turn up, you're dead.
Down here, destroyed.
Oh, I know you're here. I'll find you.
Great, fuck all that. No actual way across there for us.
Only
that
a
as a way to look
fucking
around.
coward hides.
Says the guy who had other people die to keep him hidden. Hi, babe. Right, how do we get up to Jared again? Is Crystal? Yeah, Crystal was the one we already killed. So, back in the Jared is boss dude.
Man.
Got some bolts, I say. We could probably kill him with one of them. Yeah, he's dead. So I need to work out to get up to it. There's loot up there. And there's a terminal. That light is really, really annoying me. There's also this dude's corpse as well. With a frag grenade. Right, so we need to get up there. Be a button or something like that I missed. Yeah, there's a button. Hi, Raider Scum. Bucket. And the end dungeon steamer trunk. Just over in that corner. Or bipping. All cats, 5 rounds, 10 chest piece. Initial rock out to Barbarian. Critical hits with unarmed and melee attacks permanently do plus 5% damage. Nice. We don't do anything with that. That's fine. Jared's terminal. Before we close off, because I'm not even going to go and turn this in just yet. Setting up shop. Gunfire's finally quieted down. Suppose that means either Lonnie and Gristle took the last meal. But now Lexington is secure. Finally get to work. Nothing's working. The old woman, she used to just huff some jet, pop some pills, then she started babbling, spouting vision after vision. Neil found it to be true. The raiders burning the town, killing the parents, stealing the kids, stealing me. I remember looking at her when she saw my fate. Kid, you're going to be a monster. All true. If I get that sort of power, that sight, the Commonwealth, the other gangs, no one had prayer. Nothing's working. Maybe I need to try upping the dosages. And then I'll bucket. So he started taking drugs to mimic Mama Murphy. It's not just the cams, they're a trigger for the site, it's me, I'm the problem. Wish I'd realised it before my arms looked like pin cushions, but at least it's a new lead. Lead subjects. Still no successes, but the rumour of free cams has brought plenty of new recruits. Ranks are nearly back up to where they were before we cleaned out Lexington. Lonnie thinks it's a waste of time, so we need to spend our time building up our defences, but Lonnie doesn't make decisions. I do. She does seem to be enjoying a new position though. Maybe another dose of sniping will get her visions firing. Gristle says that the caravan headed this way. Some joker in a cowboy hat with a laser musket. 3 civilians and 1 frail old woman dressed like a fortune teller. It's her. I know it's her. Something Crystal's a collector. I wonder if she'll recognise me. Of course she will. She saw this coming after all. That's very clearly Mama Murphy. Now people reckon that maybe, just maybe, Jared was Mama Murphy's son. They used to run together. That's the safe key. So we've got a safe key with us. I just want to say at least over now. Where's the safe? My dog and it's back up. Right, let's go and turn this in, I suppose. Let's be. Hi, Raider. That's my shovel. The pull cue. One of my least favourite weapons in the entire game. The pull cue. Utterly, utterly useless. I wonder where they even came from, though, those guys. As long as we get to the outside and there are no enemies around, then we can fast travel back to Tampines Bluff. We get to Tampines Bluff, we can turn this quest in to them and get some nice experience. And I think we should easy level up this. Chains. To get the gun put away. It auto saves and lags beyond belief. Has this died? Really thought it had died then. That took forever to autosave. So let's fast travel back up to St. Bluff. There is a spare mattress in that little house over there. The railway rifle I spoke of before, that is the railway rifle there on screen. You can make certain adaptations to it. It's pretty fun to use. Not all that useful, but I kind of did a playthrough based on just a rifleman, the Minuteman General build, where you run the Minutemen, obviously. Largely so I could just use the railway rifle to its full potential. It was so much fun when I finally used it for a bit. Didn't really get to be a mainstay of the build, because I actually really enjoyed the build overall. It was pretty fun. Right, it's after 6 o'clock as well, so we get even more experience bonus because of our +2.
Good caps to be made.
You're a trader. This place does get visited by traders, as I already mentioned sometimes. Kick their asses.
I kicked their asses for you.
No kidding? That's the best piece of news we've had around
Random
here
explosion.
for a good long time. So we've been talking. We decided if you came through for us, we'd join up with if we want things to get better. So...
Uh-huh.
So do I only get the experience from talking to Preston? I forget how this works sometimes.
Best way to spend your caps is protecting your hide with my armor. That advice is free.
So he's an armor trader. Unless we can get stealth armor, I don't really care. We shouldn't really be taking too many shots. If it's got pockets and stuff like that, then that's pretty good. But again, at the moment, we're just trying to build up a bit of money from doing little odd jobs here and there. There's a good scam on that that we can get at some point when we finally link up with the faction that we're going to be siding with. They have a quite rinsable little mission, which is dead easy. Where is he? Did we put beds in this house? Or is this my house? Yeah, this is my house. Mama Murphy is just standing in the doorway. Because that's what she does. She'll be having a vision. All these houses were bungalows as well, actually, weren't they? Took us that long to get... Never mind. Still during the night, after that 1 hour sleep. Well-rested bonus.
Stay sharp. Don't let your guard down.
Shut up.
You know that
Let me
settlement
handle
you
the
sent me
mission.
to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
That's great news. I knew you were the right person for the job. By the way, you should have one of these flare guns. You can use it to signal for help from any nearby Minutemen.
That's nice.
Not much use yet, but once we have more allied settlements, you'll have help whenever you need it.
If you go with the
Guess
Minutemen,
you know
that's
I'm
actually
one of
pretty
the
good.
last. But I never really told you about
So he's going
I
to tell us the
figured
story.
you'd tell me when you were...
it. Have you heard of
With
the
the Minutemen?
Quincy massacre?
You guys came from Quincy, didn't you?
That's right. Mama Murphy, Sturgis, the Longs. They were all from Quincy. I was with Colonel Hollis's group. A mercenary group called the Gunners was attacking Quincy. The people there called for the Minutemen to help. We were the only ones that came. The other groups, they just turned their backs on us and the folks in Quincy. Only a few of us got out alive. Colonel Hollis was dead, so I ended up in charge of the survivors. We never found a safe place to settle. One disaster after another. You saw how it ended in Concord?
As
Don't
long
give
as
up.
you don't give up, the Minutemen will survive.
I'm not about to give up, but I can't protect the Commonwealth all by myself. Hell, I could barely protect these people. That's why I'm talking to you. I can't rebuild the Minutemen, but I think you can.
Why
About
can't
you?
you lead the Minutemen?
That's not who I am. I can get my men through a firefight. I can defend a perimeter against all odds. But that's not going to be enough to bring the Minutemen back from the brink. We need someone who can bring the whole Commonwealth together in a common cause. And I think you've got it in you to be that leader.
Okay,
I'll say yes for the
I'll
moment.
do it.
Good. Good.
We
Welcome
haven't met any
aboard.
other factions yet. So.
I feel like this is a whole new start for the Minutemen.
Plus this allows us
and
to
the
get
Commonwealth,
Preston
too.
as a
worry.
companion.
I'll be right beside you all the way.
Get his perk.
I'm no general.
You're gonna have to get used to it. The leader of the Minutemen has always held the rank of general. Our last leader was General Becker. After he died back in '82, nobody could agree on who should take his place. The one good thing about being the last Minuteman is there's no one to argue with me when I say you're the new general. Now it's your job to make it more than an empty title. I've got something a bit different for you.
It's kind of bugged out a little bit there. Got something a bit different for us. It's another settlement that needs our help.
Enough.
Our scouts have found a promising spot for a new settlement.
What fucking
Once you clear it out,
scouts?
set up a radio beacon to let settlers know about it. Before you know it, we'll have a thriving new farm instead of wasteland. We'll take back the Commonwealth, one piece at a time.
That's quite an easy one, actually, to be fair, that mission. But for now, we are going to take a halt. We're just going to put that level up in before I forget about it. It's a 7, which means the sniper perk. Yeah, so we're going to take a break from it now. Thank you so much for watching. Next time around, we will be carrying on with what we have available. For the moment, I am just going to do that Sunshine Siding co-op until we can get a little bit more experience and a little bit more resources. Then eventually we've got to go to the Great Green Jewel of the Commonwealth, all the way down there in Diamond City. That shouldn't be too long. But for now, thank you for watching. We'll do a few details on the way as well. And I shall see you next time.